It is another beautiful day for baseball in Charleston, West Virginia. And that's what we have for you. Baseball, the 2023 Mountain East Conference Baseball Tournament presented by Yes Chevrolet and Ford. And today we start things out a two-game day, and it begins with the crossover game, the 2 versus 2 game. The top 3 seeds from each division, North and South, qualify for this double elimination tournament. Yesterday we had the 1 versus 3 games with an upset in the mix, and today we get going with the 2 versus 2. The runner-up from the North Division in the Wheeling Cardinals against the runner-up in the South Division in the Concord Mountain Lions. Hello again, everybody. My name is Kyle Cooper. Thanks for joining us today. It is another beautiful day for baseball, and as noted, it's a 2-game day. This contest starting at the top of the hour, 11 o'clock Eastern. And then at 2 p.m., the first elimination game of the tournament. And an arch rivalry game to boot, as the top seed out of the North, and really the top seed in the tournament, the University of Charleston, they're playing for their season as they take on West Virginia State. And again, that game will roll around at about 2 o'clock, give or take, if we can keep on the tournament schedule, which is no done deal in a situation like this. Wheeling went 28-20 overall during the regular season, 17-13 in the North, and they finished 5 games back of division winner Frostburg State, which won its tournament opener last night. Concord, under longtime head coach Kevin Garrett, went 27-19 during the regular season, 23-7 in the conference, and they finished 3 games back of division champion Charleston. What's at stake here? Well, the winner will meet Frostburg State in a winner's bracket game tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock. The loser will fall into an elimination game tomorrow morning at 11 against surprising West Liberty. And, of course, we'll have wall-to-wall coverage of every game here on the Mountain East Digital Network. One of the stories we'll be following in this game today, in this tournament, is Concord head coach Kevin Garrett. And I exaggerate to prove a point, but he's been Concord's head coach roughly since the Earth's crust cooled. He's been there a very, very long time. More than 500 wins. And last year was supposed to have been his last season as the head coach of the Mountain Lions baseball program. He's set to step down and just be the full-time athletic director at Concord, but he's back in the dugout. And he's been a coach that has carried something of a tournament curse. It just seems like any sort of bounce that could go against Concord will go against Concord. Any sort of bad break, things like that. Kevin Garrett over the years has brought in some pretty talented teams, and has seen his season come to an end here at this tournament. And he's somewhat of a legend in Mountain East circles, and there's a sentimental vote for Kevin Garrett maybe to break through and pick up a conference championship. As for Wheeling, they played some pretty competitive baseball in the North Division, but had the unfortunate circumstance to be in the same division as Frostburg State. And they're here kind of playing with house money. They're a team that's sort of snuck in under the radar. As happens in some of the games here in the Mountain East Tournament, there are all-conference players to be honored, and to do that, let's send things down to the field.
Conference coaches. At home plate is the MEC Commissioner Reed Amos. We'd like to congratulate from Wheeling University, shortstop Jacob Murray. From Concord University, third baseman, Zach Zarielli. Designated player, Chris Outfielder Josh Atkins. Outfielder DJ Christian. And the Mountain East Conference Pitcher of the Year, Andrew Nett. Also at this time, the Mountain East Conference is proud to present the 2023 Mountain East Conference Coach of the Year trophy to Kevin Garrett from Concord University.
Players and coaches of the two teams involved getting their all-conference awards before the game. Coming up, we'll get a look at the lineups, and then we'll get you to first pitch. It's Concord and Wheeling from Charleston here on the Mountain East Digital Network. It's a Mountain East Conference tournament presented by Yes Chevrolet and Ford.
What are you working for? Do you want to pursue your athletic potential while earning a degree that will benefit you for a lifetime? Do you want to play at the highest level in your sport? Do you want to be a champion? That's what the 12 proud members of the Mountain East Conference are advancing toward every day, providing opportunities and pursuing excellence. The Mountain East Conference.
I'm Keith Powell, and I'm in love with helping you get your next car, truck, or SUV. I love saying yes to $2 down. I love saying yes to $200 monthly payments. I love saying yes to up to $2,000 more for your trade. And I love saying yes to your approved with my Keith Says Yes credit approval process. All of this plus a lifetime warranty only at Yes Chevrolet in Hurricane.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you. We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
I'm Keith Powell, and I'm in love with helping you get your next car, truck, or SUV. I love saying yes to only $2 down. I love saying yes to $200 monthly payments. I love saying yes to up to $2,000 more for your trade. And I love saying yes to your approved with my Keith Says Yes credit approval process. All of this plus a lifetime warranty only at Yes Ford in Huntington.
Team with a river in the middle. Take me to my hometown. My hometown is your hometown. It's got a gold dome, heard the picking on the fiddle. Take me to my hometown. My hometown is your hometown.
introductions are made, the anthems played, and we're just moments away from baseball as we start day 2 of the 2023 Mountain East Conference Tournament, presented by, yes, Chevrolet and Ford. It's Concord and Wheeling in this matchup of the 2 seeds from each division. And here's a look at the batting order for the Cardinals. This is a pretty good hitting team. And you see Braden Killen's batting third. He is the bell cow. He leads them in just about every offensive category. And he will be the player that gives the Concord pitching staff the most fits. Christian Boyles at the top of the order gets on base pretty well and has a lot of pop in his bat for a leadoff batter. Again, the winner here will advance to meet Frostburg State in a winner's bracket game tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock. The loser falls into an elimination situation. They'll take on West Liberty in the first game of the day tomorrow at 11 a.m. And there's a look at the Concord defense. That line's pretty solid, a team fielding percentage up near 960. But Hunter Steele behind home plate is going to have his work cut out for him. Concord's catching core has thrown out just 10 of 73 attempted base stealers this year. That's a success rate of less than 14%. What works in the favor of catchers in this tournament, if the first 2 games are any indication, is that a lot of coaches played pretty conservatively when it comes to the running game once they get here. They don't want to risk giving up an out. There's Concord's starting pitcher today, and the right-hander Nick Sanso. Boy, he has been a workhorse. This is his 28th appearance for Concord this year and his 22nd start. No one-loss record and an ERA up near 10.5. 26 2/3 innings, 31 earned runs. He's walked 17 and struck out 15. His whip, his walks and hits per innings pitched, 2.14. That's really high, and opponents batting .342 against him. Make no mistake, and we'll get into it more deeply as we go along today, it's been offense that got Concord the runner-up spot out of the South and got them into this tournament. Mark Mail, the home plate umpire, Greg Losh, the first base umpire, Ben Smith, the third base umpire. Sanso gets the green light from Mark Mail, and the first pitch of the game is up and in on a fastball, and we are underway. If you're one of those kind of people who keeps track of stuff like this, I am, and I'm not ashamed of it. First pitch is at 11:05 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. As Sanso misses down and away. Boyles batting .341. He's got a .914 OPS, with the majority of that from slugging at .526. Like we said, a leadoff guy with pop at the top of the lineup. He swings and misses there to Sanso fastball, and it's 2-1. No real breeze to speak of today. It's a warm morning. That's rolled off the end of the bat to the right side. The second baseman, MJ Hunter, over to Kyle Keenan, and 1 out. And here's Spencer Craig. Craig batting .297, .902 OPS, slugging .495. And he looks at a fastball that misses. 5 home runs, 23 runs batted in for Spencer Craig. And a pretty good eye at the plate. He's drawn a walk 21 times this year, tied for the team lead. He has a big swing and a miss there, and a breaking ball from Sanso. And it's 1-1. Two-one pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll even up the count. That's down in the dirt to run the count full. 6 days since the last pitching appearance for Nick Sanso, as he worked both ends of Concord's doubleheader at Glenville State back on May 5th. That one's popped up. Shallow right, triangle area, defenders converging. It's the right fielder, Dawson Gregg, to make the catch. And 2 outs.
That flyout brings up second baseman, number 20, Braden Killings.
And looking at Sanso's game by game, the longest he has worked in an outing this season is 2 2/3 innings. That was all the way back on the 5th of March. And Kevin Garrett is not averse to using an opener and then going to the rest of the staff. And that might be the tactic here, as there's already activity in the Concord bullpen. So we might get an inning out of Sanso and then hand the ball off. Braden Killens up. We're just talking about this guy. 348 hitter. And he's ahead 2-0. Leads the team in batting average, 348. Leads the team in on-base percentage, 446. Leads the team in slugging at a healthy 674. And he got a hold of that one. Fly ball to right center and deep and gone. Sanso got behind 2-0 and had to get one over on a dangerous hitter. And Braden Killens, with his 11th home run of the year, gives Wheeling the first lead of the day. We're still getting the early returns on how this ballpark behaves, and it seems like during the warmth of the day, the ball carries further. Kind of like Dodger Stadium, maybe, in that regard. But no doubt about that one on the home run from Killens. And here's Jacob Murray, the shortstop. Murray's batting .315. Slugging .615. He's got a 1.038 OPS, on base plus slugging. He was tied with Killens for the team lead in home runs until just a few moments ago. And there's a one-hopper to the shortstop, Brady. And that'll retire the side, but Wheeling gets on board first on the solo shot by Braden Killens. We're through a half an inning. Game 1 of day 2. Wheeling 1, Concord nothing. Concord coming up in the Mountain East Digital Network. Concord down 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the first, and here is their lineup. And when we talked about Concord getting to this tournament on offense, we meant it. This is a team, as a team, batting .312. They have a .871 OPS as a team. It's not been pitching that got Concord into this position, and some already familiar names to Mountain East tournament followers, especially the top of the order in the third baseman, Zach Sari-Eldon. Seems like he's been around forever, and he's having another pretty good year for the Mountain Lions. And here's the Wheeling defense. Wonder about Charlton behind home plate. He's thrown out 10 of 30 attempted base stealers. That's 33% success rate, and that's really good. And it will be the junior shortstop and Zach Sari-Eldon to lead things off. Batting .338, .968 OPS. Leads the team in hits, runs, and doubles. As Cody McCarley misses down and in. 19 doubles, 4 home runs, 32 runs batted in for Sari Eldon. And a big swing and a miss there to make it 1-1. Cody McCarley, the ace of the staff for Wheeling Jesuit. Or I knew I was going to slip up and call him that once. Like calling him the Oakland Raiders. There's a slider that misses up. So there's my mulligan. This is his 13th appearance and his 12th start. 4-4 record, and he's thrown 6 complete games. As Sari Eldon lofts one to left, looks routine. It's the center fielder Kobe Hill to make the catch. And 1 out. And here's Josh Atkins. One of the 2 left-handed bats in the Concord lineup. Atkins having a good year, batting a team best .390, leading the Mountain Lions in slugging at .662. Team leader in home runs with 8, tied for the team lead in RBIs with 32, and the team leader in total bases. And that one misses high and outside. And it's 1-1. For Cody McCarley, after getting Sari Eldon, that puts his innings work to or a season's work to an even 67 innings. 33 earned runs allowed. 70 strikeouts in his 67 innings, offset by 31 walks. His whip, walks and hits per innings pitch 1.43. There's a roller to the right side, ought to be routine for Braden Killens, and it is, and there are 2 outs. Here's Kyle Keenan, the first baseman, a .297 hitter, .836 OPS, 7 doubles, a triple, and 5 home runs, 32 runs batted in. He and Atkins and Sari Eldon all square for the team lead in runs batted in. And here's a drive to right center and hit pretty well, and it is not caught by Hill. Keenan digging for third. He'll get there without a relay, and it's a 2-out triple for the Mountain Lions. It looked like Kobe Hill had run that one down, but he couldn't wrap it up. And you see on the background, he hit the ground pretty hard, slow to get up. And Keenan saw that unfold in front of him as he headed to second. And he made the left turn to third, and the tying run less than 90 feet away now for the Mountain Lions leadoff hitter and their first baseman, designated hitter, and Chris Satcher, and he looks at one. That misses. Satcher batting .287. 7 home runs, 11 doubles. That one down and away. Let me correct myself. He is the team leader in runs batted in. He's got 38. Sari Eldon, Atkins, and Keenan all tied for second behind him. But there are some pretty impressive numbers in the Concord lineup. Hitters count. That one misses down and away. That one misses in. And that's for ball 4. Pretty much true to form for Chris Satcher. That's the 32nd walk he's drawn this year in now 44 games. So after McCarley got the first 2 outs without much fuss, he gives up the triple to Keenan, and now the walk to Satcher. And it brings up the sophomore shortstop in Brendan Brady. That one misses a little bit low. Brady batting .286, .685 OPS. Looking for his first home run of the year. He has 7 doubles and a triple, 24 runs batted in. That one's popped up and out of play. There are 8 players in the Concord lineup that have 20 or more RBIs this year. 1-1 in the dirt. Nice block by Charlton. The 2-1 pitch. That'll even up the count. There's a drive to center, but coming on, Kobe Hill, he'll make the catch. That'll end the inning. Concord with a mild threat turned away, no runs on a hit and a walk, and they leave 2. Second inning coming up, Wheeling leading Concord 1-0 on the Mountain East Digital Network.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you. We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
What are you working for? Do you want to pursue your athletic potential while earning a degree that will benefit you for a lifetime? Do you want to play at the highest level in your sport? Do you want to be a champion? That's what the 12 proud members of the Mountain East Conference are advancing toward every day, providing opportunities and pursuing excellence. The Mountain East Conference.
In the first inning, there was rampant speculation that Concord's head coach Kevin Garrett was going with an opener in Nick Sanso, and that's the circumstance. Sanso throws 1 inning, and then the Mountain Lions do make a pitching change as they bring in the right-hander Eddie Blake. 18th appearance for Blake, his 14th in relief, 5-6 record. Leads the pitching staff in ERA at 4.52. He also has a save this year. He's worked 71 2/3 innings, giving up 48 runs, 36 earned on 21 walks and 65 strikeouts. Whip not bad, 1.47, and the opposition hitting .291 against him. That'll be the number 5 hitter for the Wheeling Cardinals and Lucas Rollins to get things going here in the top of the second. 1-0 the lead for the Cardinals on the solo home run by Braden Killens. Rollins batting .287. First left-handed bat for the Cardinals. That one foul straight back. Really no breeze to speak of today. That one misses up and away. And it feels like the middle of summer. Here we are still in the morning in Charleston. It was 70 degrees at first pitch, but considering how still the air is, it felt warmer, feels warmer than that That one way high and outside. Now, Concord's pitching staff has yet to really find its form this year. Their team ERA is up near 7 coming into play today at 6.87. That one's fouled straight back to run the count full. Concord has allowed now 47 home runs in 47 games after that solo shot by Killens. Blake always working from the stretch. And the payoff pitch forthcoming. Swing and a miss. Pitch in the dirt. Steele will have to throw down to first to complete the strikeout, and there's one away. That brings up the designated hitter in the junior and Thomas Kegaris. 310 hitter Kegaris. He's got an 810 OPS. Couple of triples for Kegaris this year, but don't look for a lot of triples to be hit at this ballpark. It's a little too cozy to provide a lot of opportunities for 3-base hits. Grounded sharply to third. Sari Eldon with the chance, throws across, and there are 2 outs.
Ground now brings up left fielder, number 12, Scott Concord.
So 2 up, 2 down. And another left-handed bat up for the Cardinals in their left fielder and Scott Condroink. As Blake gets the outside corner. Scott Condroink batting .274, 797 OPS. Pretty good eye at the plate. He's drawn 21 walks. That one right down the pipe. So something's got to give here. Good-eyed hitter in Condroink draws a lot of walks, and a pretty strike-throwing pitcher in Blake who doesn't issue a lot of walks. Here comes Blake. That one's lifted to left. Ought to be routine for DJ Christian, and by golly, it is. He makes the catch. And Eddie Blake comes in and retires the side in order. Through an inning and a half on the Mountain East Digital Network, still Wheeling 1 and Concord nothing.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you. We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
I'm Keith Powell, and I'm in love with helping you get your next car, truck, or SUV. I love saying yes to $2 down. I love saying yes to $200 monthly payments. I love saying yes to up to $2,000 more for your trade. And I love saying yes to your approved with my Keith Says Yes credit approval process. All of this plus a lifetime warranty only at Yes Chevrolet in Hurricane.
A discussion going on between one of the members of the Concord coaching staff and home plate umpire Mark Mayle. And we're not sure what the matter is about as Cody McCarley gets in his warm-up throws. Game 1 of 2 today. Charleston and West Virginia State in an elimination game coming up at 2 o'clock. You can see it on screen right. I think there's an objection perhaps from the Concord dugout, maybe about, I'm speculating here, an item of jewelry, perhaps a necklace McCarley is wearing. As you noticed, as he walked off camera, McCarley kind of reached in, and it just looked as though he was tucking a bracelet in under the collar of his shirt. So you can't have anything, a pitcher can't wear anything, jewelry or otherwise, that would distract a batter at the plate. Now we're getting a little more information on why we had a delay, and it had to do with Kobe Hill. Now, he's the center fielder who laid out to try to grab that line drive off the bat of Kyle Keenan back in the first inning that he couldn't quite bring in, and it went for a triple. And the word we've gotten up here at Media Central is that they wanted to perform a medical check, a concussion check, to make sure Kobe Hill was okay. And he did hit the ground pretty hard on that full extension dive. But he is medically cleared to remain in the game. Bottom half of the lineup here for Concord, the number 6 hitter in the left-handed batting junior DJ Christian. He'll lead things off. He's batting .385. There's a fastball for a called strike. Christian in the middle of the lineup. He's the team leader on base percentage, .468. That one's lifted foul. As we will note through our coverage of this tournament, there's not a lot of foul territory at Gomart Ballpark. Really not that much distance behind home plate, and it narrows down toward the corners. 0-2 here. Wheeling thought they got a chainsaw, and that one missed off the plate. It's 1-2. Excuse me, roller foul. Oh, catcher's interference. Catcher's interference is the call. Let's see if we can get a look at it. Yeah, hard to tell. Maybe right there, as he swung it like the bat like a cricket batsman. Interestingly, Christian must not have felt anything, because he still stood in the batter's box as that little nubber rolled foul. But Mark Mail, the home plate umpire, must have heard something. So Christian aboard on the catcher's interference, and it brings up the freshman right fielder in Dawson Gregg. Shows bunt and looks at ball one. Gregg playing in his 31st game. This is his 17th start. Batting .296, 807 OPS. He's got a home run, 9 runs batted in. Throw to first, and Christian will get back. Christian, by the numbers, is Concord's number 2 base stealer, 7 out of 9. Concord really doesn't run a lot, and traditionally they haven't. Over their first 46 games, they tried to steal a base 49 times and were successful 33 times. Another bunt shown, another pitch taken. It's 2-0. That just missed off the plate for Cody McCarley. Now, Concord really doesn't run a lot. They haven't under Kevin Garrett. Again, a bunt out in front of home plate and a real good one. Charlton grabs and throws to first. But the job is done by Gregg as he puts down an impeccable sacrifice. And it moves Christian into scoring position with just one out. And it'll bring up Hunter Steele. Steele batting .277, 757 OPS. He's one of the 8 guys in the Concord lineup with 20 or more runs batted in. He's got 21, and he's in a run-producing position here. As McCarley drops one over for a called strike. In the dirt, nice block by Charlton. That's ripped to left. Does it have enough distance? Kondroink over to make the catch. Tagging and trying for third is Christian. He'll get there ahead of the throw. Christian well ahead of the relay. And the tying run on third with 2 outs for MJ Hunter. Hunter, an all-conference utility player this year, sophomore. He's hitting .291, 799 OPS, 24 runs batted in. And that one misses up. Top of the order due next. $11 doubles for MJ Hunter this year, a triple and a home run. That one misses up, and it's 2-0. Concord averaging almost 6.5 runs a game. That's about what they give up as well. Hitters count 2-0. There's a breaking ball for a called strike. Two-one, 2-2. And get a look at McCarley with the runner on third. He's going from the full windup, and he gets Hunter to chase one. That'll end the inning. Concord in the second, no runs, no hits, no errors, and they leave one. Third inning coming up from Charleston. It's the 2023 Mountain East Conference Baseball Tournament presented by Yes Chevrolet and Ford, and Wheeling leads Concord 1-0.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you. We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
Braden Killen's solo home run in the first inning is the difference so far. Wheeling ahead of Concord 1-0. Eddie Blake getting in his warm-up throws. He came in after Nick Sanso was the opener and threw an inning. And we talked about Sanso's game-by-game numbers when he was out there and wasn't accustomed really to picking up a lot of innings anytime he goes out there. Gets the one today, leaves after 15 pitches. And here's Eddie Blake. By contrast, he's a guy Kevin Garrett has counted on to eat up a lot of innings, usually 5 to 6 or more every time he goes out. And the 8th place hitter for the Cardinals and the catcher Garth Charlton to lead things off. And he drives one to center, sinking line drive, but Josh Atkins over, he'll make the catch for the out. One pitch, one out. And here's Kobe Hill. You got to wonder how Kobe's feeling after getting shaken up in that attempted dive on the line drive hit by Kyle Keenan a couple innings ago. Cleared a quick medical exam and up at the plate as Blake will miss down. Hill is batting .245, .648 OPS. 6 doubles to his credit. Top of the order coming around for the Cardinals. That one a little bit high, and it's 2-0. And Blake's last outing was last Friday. He worked an inning against Glenville State in Glenville. And as Kevin Garrett will do, he expects his pitchers to fulfill a lot of different roles. But mostly starters innings for Blake, as he just walked the 9th place hitter on 4 pitches. So 1 out runner aboard here for the Cardinals, and here again is Christian Boyles. Boyles grounded out to M.J. Hunter, the second baseman, his first time up. And a bunt popped up out in front of home plate. Big grab by Steele for the out. Athletic play by Steele coming out from the crouch. That's a web gem, as Boyles didn't get the bat parallel to the ground. Kind of had it angled up, and that resulted in the pop out. So 2 away here for Spencer Craig. He flied out to Dawson Gregg and right, and the famous Craig to Gregg put out, as he looks at one here for a called strike. Activity again in the Concord bullpen. Rolled foul wide of third. Getting loose for the Mountain Lions is the pitcher of the year in the Mountain East, and the right-hander Andrew Neff. There goes the runner. Pitch in the dirt, nothing Steele can do with it. It'll be a stolen base for Kobe Hill. 7th stolen base for Hill in 11 tries. That moves him into scoring position with a 1-2 count here on Spencer Craig. 2-2. Big swing and a foul that caught a piece of steel. Still 2-2. Right off the face mask. Blake glances at the runner, and again, now that one fouled off. In case you missed it yesterday, the tournament started with a shock result, as West Liberty came back from a 7-run deficit to upset the tournament favorite in Charleston 11-8. That was in game 1. Another 2-2 pitch, and it's 3-2. Second game of the day saw Frostburg State use 3 pitchers to put together a 4-hit shutout of West Virginia State. The Bobcats win 4-0. They'll play the winner of this game tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock. Payout pitch coming up. And he walked him. "22nd walk drawn by Spencer Craig this year. And that walk forced Eddie Blake to throw 8 pitches. And now Steele out to talk to Eddie Blake as Neff continues to throw in the bullpen. And just to be thorough about it, although he might not be allowed to get to that point today, the longest outing for Eddie Blake this season has been 6 2/3 innings. He's done it twice against Ashland on February 26th and in a conference game against Fairmont State March 20th. So here's Braden Killens. He homered his first time up, and he looks at a breaking ball that misses. And that first at bat for Killens, Nick Sanso got behind 2-0, had to get one over, and we may never find it again. Home run to right center. We've seen some moonshots in this tournament so far, have we not? Yeah, Ethan Keipel's solo home run in the 6th inning last night. Check your backyard, because it might be in it. He got all of that one. Runners lead from first and second. 1-0 pitch. Towering pop-up down the line in right, and it's going to wind up in the seats. Killens' second team All-Mountain East this year. He and the starting pitcher today, Cody McCarley. Second team All-MEC. One from Blake. High, and it's 2-1. Braden Killens out of Marshfield, Massachusetts. Here comes Blake. Good slider for a called strike, and it's 2-2. Two-two pitch. Just up, and the count is full. already the third time Eddie Blake's gone to a full count. And the runners will get a head start. Hill from second and Craig from first. Payoff pitch. Ripped foul wide of third. We'll try it again. In fact, you can see that loud foul broke up the warm-up routine for Andrew Neff. He had to go chase that one down in the left field corner. 21st pitch of the inning coming up from Eddie Blake. Runners off to another head start. Here's the 3-2. That's driven to center. Routine for Josh Atkins, and that'll retire the side. Wheeling in the second gets a couple of walks, can't do anything with him. We're through 2.5 innings here at Gomart Ballpark on the Mountain East Digital Network. Wheeling ahead of Concord 1-0.
At Glenville State University, you can discover friends to last a lifetime, professors who broaden your perspective, and the skills and education for future success in a small town environment. At Glenville State University, you can become a pioneer.
Top of the order coming back to face Cody McCarley as we get to the bottom of the third inning. Wheeling ahead of Concord 1-0. And here is Zach Sarieldon. First team All-Mountain East performer this season. Sarieldon flied out to Kobe Hill in center back in the first. And there's a big swing and a miss. That one misses down and away. It's 1-1. Again, looking at Sarieldon, the numbers he's put up: 968 OPS, 437 on base, 531 slugging, 338 average. That one in the dirt, and it's 2-1. And part of that is that, well, breaking news: Zach Sarieldon's a pretty good college baseball player, and another part of the numbers is Concord's home field down in Athens. That one's lifted to left over near the corner. Condroink will run it down. He makes the catch. And one away. Anderson Field is kind of cozy, too, like Gomart Ballpark. Definitely a hitter's yard. One away now for Josh Atkins. Another first-team all-conference performer, Josh Atkins. He grounded out to Killens at second his first time up, and that one sails high and outside. Up and away, and it's 2-0. Cody McCarley out of Trenton, Ohio. And he got Atkins to wave one out of the strike zone, and it's 2-1. That one's popped straight back, 2-2. And Cody McCarley, one of those guys, he played some small college ball before moving up to an NCAA institution. He played a couple seasons at Danville Area Community College. Even count 2-2 on Atkins. He rolls that one foul. Swinging a foul tip, hung on to by Charlton, and 2 away. Second strikeout of the, is it still morning? Yeah, still morning here in Charleston. 2 up, 2 down, 5 in a row retired by McCarley, and it brings up Kyle Keenan. Keenan has Concord's only hit so far. That 2-out triple to right center in the first that Kobe Hill made the valiant dive for and couldn't bring in. That one sweeps over for a call strike. Did he go around and appeal to Greg Losh? No, he didn't, and it's 1-1. As the ace of the staff, Cody McCarley is used to getting a lot of innings. His longest outing, 8 innings, March 26th against West Virginia Wesleyan. Popped up, right side of the infield. First baseman Lucas Rollins makes the catch, and Concord get down quietly in the third. Wheeling still leading Concord 1-0 on game 1 of day 2 of the Mountain East tournament presented by Yes Chevrolet and Ford. Only 2 combined hits through the first 3 innings. A triple for Concord and a home run for Wheeling. A 2-out solo shot by Braden Killens in the top of the first. Eddie Blake on for his 3rd inning. Coming on after the opener, Nick Sanso worked the first. And here's a cleanup hitter in Jacob Murray. Jacob Murray, the first team All-Mountain East shortstop this year. And he pops one foul. Murray grounded out to his counterpart, Brendan Brady, back in the first. Andrew Neff continuing to throw in the Mountain Lions bullpen. He's been up for a while. You figure he's ready to go in a moment's notice. That one ripped toward left underneath the glove of Brady, and that's through for a base hit. First time today, Wheeling's got the leadoff runner aboard. And let's see what Ryan Luecke wants to do here. Maybe a little small ball in a game in which, at least for now, it looks like runs are going to be hard to come by. Lucas Rollins up. He struck out swinging his first time up, and now a timeout is one of the baseballs that Andrew Neff is using in the Concord bullpen got away and rolled all the way. You can't see it behind home plate. And to show that It's off camera, but to show that Kevin Garrett is not above doing the dirty work, the head coach walked over and got that loose ball. Good slider for a called strike. Some other guys might send a freshman over there. Hey, you rookie, why don't you go get that ball? Medium lead at first for Murray. That's flared into shallow center. That's going to flop down for a base hit. Good pitch spoiled there by Eddie Blake. But he left it up just a little bit. But back-to-back singles to start this fourth inning. And here against the designated hitter in Thomas Kegaris, who grounded out to the third baseman, Sari Eldon, his first time up. And now let's see what Ryan Lewicki wants to do. As Kegaris shows bunt and puts down a good one right in front of the plate. Steele fields and throws. Got him at third. A calculated risk by Hunter Steele, but got enough on the throw to get Murray in a real bang-bang play. And a nice job, too, by Sari Eldon to keep his foot on the base. Otherwise, that ball might still be rolling. So Murray is retired 2-5. We'll get a pitching change for Concord. We'll come back after this on the Mountain East Digital Network.
I'm Keith Powell, and I'm in love with helping you get your next car, truck, or SUV. I love saying yes to $2 down. I love saying yes to $200 monthly payments. I love saying yes to up to $2,000 more for your trade. And I love saying yes to your approved with my Keith Says Yes credit approval process. All of this plus a lifetime warranty only at Yes Chevrolet in Hurricane.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you. We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
No surprise to find out that the guy had been throwing in the bullpen for a couple innings gets called into the game. And it's the Mountain East Pitcher of the Year and the right-hander Andrew Neff. 19th appearance for Neff, 15 of which have been in relief. But whatever the formula is, it's worked for Neff. He's 11-2 this season. 4.74 earned run average. And to show the multiple hats Concord pitchers are expected to wear, Neff has 11 wins and 2 saves. He's also thrown a complete game. He's worked a squad best 79 2/3 innings. He's allowed 42 earned runs. He's walked 23 and struck out 86. 1.34 is his whip, not bad. And the opposition batting .272 against him. Nick Sanso started through an inning. He was the opener. Eddie Blake came in and threw 2 1/3, and now it's up to the pitcher of the year. Top of the fourth, Wheeling ahead 1-0. Runners at first and second with 1 out for the left fielder and Scott Kondroink. And that's a fastball line foul. Kondroink flied out to his counterpart DJ Christian in left his first time up. That one's lined to left. That's going to get through for a base hit. Coming around third is Rollins. The throw to the plate is cut off. An RBI single for Scott Kondroink. And it's a 2-0 lead for the Cardinals. And when that one rolled out to left, it kind of slowed down a little bit. And that gave Rollins plenty of time to come around to score. Condroy picks up his 21st run batted in of the year. That run is charged to Eddie Blake. And here's Garth Charlton, the catcher. And that's driven to left. But room for Christian. He'll make the catch for a big second out. And now it's up to Kobe Hill. Hill drew a walk his first time up. As Neff drops one over for a called strike. Big swing, foul tip hung on to by Steele. So Neff, the reigning pitcher of the year in the Mountain East. He was all first team last year and a member of the all tournament teams in 2021 and 2022. This is not his first rodeo. Trying to minimize the damage right here. The 0-2 to Hill. Nice block by Steele. Keggers leads from second. Condroik from first. 1-2 pitch. Skied to the right side of the infield. It'll be the first baseman, Kyle Keenan, to make the catch. That'll retire the side. Wheeling gets a run on 3 hits. No errors, they leave 2. We're through 3 1/2 innings. Here on the Mountain East Digital Network, Wheeling now ahead of Concord 2-0.
I want to provide the resources for other students to come to Frostburg.
We need Frostburg State for our area to continue to grow.
Commemorate and continue our legacy through other students and through the university.
To ensure that the future of FSU and its students is richer and brighter than years before.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you. We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
A little more run support for ace Cody McCarley. 2-0 the lead for Wheeling as we transition here to the bottom of the 4th. And it'll be Concord's designated hitter and Chris Satcher to lead things off. Satcher coaxed a walk out of McCarley back in the first inning. That one gets in under the hands for a called strike. These two teams, being from different divisions, only played 2 games against one another this season. 1-1 now on Satcher. It was a doubleheader in Athens on April Fool's Day. Concord swept it 5-4 and 6-2. One pitch. Big swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Satcher had a game in the first of those 2 games, April 1st, 2 for 3 with 4 runs batted in. He had a homer. And down he goes. Third strikeout for McCarley, and one out here in the home half of the fourth.
On bat, shortstop, number 7, Brendan Brady.
Shortstop Brendan Brady up. There's an off-speed pitch for a called strike. Bouncer to the right side. Routine for Killens. Throws over to Rollins. 2 outs. And not to jinx what Cody McCarley's doing out there, but he seems to be getting into a rhythm. After he had that spot of bother in the bottom of the first with the 2-out triple to Keenan and then the walk to Satcher, he's been awfully stingy. And indeed, if not for the catcher's interference on this guy, DJ Christian, leading off the second, and Concord wouldn't have had another base runner since that first inning, as there's a Nuke Lelouch fastball that winds up in the netting. No mascot here, though, so we're fine with that in terms of any potential harm to on-field game representatives. That one misses outside. Sometimes I wonder, a guy like McCarley, and he's humming right along right now. Maybe that was just to keep everyone on their toes. That fastball that airballed. That's driven to right. In the gap, going to be a problem, and that's down for a base hit, and hops off the turf. It'll go for a double. It'll be a ground rule double, and you can see the yellow safety tape at the top of the fence over in right center. Behind that, there's a wire fence, but anything above the yellow, that's considered out of play, and that one took a big old bounce on that artificial surface and hit off some of the signage. So some 2-out lightning here for the Mountain Lions. Christian gets aboard. It's his 10th double of the year. 10th double of the year. And it brings up Dawson Gregg. Trying to get the Mountain Lions on the board here. That one down and away. Gregg, after Christian reached on the catcher's interference back in the second, put down a beautiful sacrifice bunt. Nice block by Charlton, and 2-0 here on Dawson Gregg. So McCarley running into a little bit of difficulty, hot water here in the bottom of the fourth. He got the first 2 outs without much muss and fuss, but then the double to Christian, and now he's fallen behind Gregg. And as a good catcher will do, Charlton goes out there just to settle him down a little bit. And we have activity in the Wheeling bullpen down in the right field corner. That one a little bit low, and it's 3-0. The thing with Concord is once they get the offense going, they are really hard to stop. That one misses up and away. And there are 2 aboard with 2 out for Concord. Second walk of the now afternoon. And here's Hunter Steele. Concord's catcher flied out to left his first time up. Senior lefty Kenny Jinks was throwing in the Wheeling bullpen. He has stopped for now. And he's probably good to go if needed. That one in the dirt. Nice block by Charlton. Opportunity here for Concord, 1-0. 2-0. All of a sudden, McCarley can't locate the strike zone. But isn't that the great thing about postseason baseball? Every pitch feels so much more important. 2-0 pitch. Good slider for a called strike. And like a lot of other guys in this tournament, a lot of other pitchers, McCarley, he's the kind of guy, everything works off his slider. That one's pop foul. So McCarley's come back to even up the count here on Hunter Steele. Down and away, and he holds. Count goes full at 3-2. Christian from second, Greg from first will get a head start. Big pitch here from McCarley, and he'll spin back towards second to keep the runner close. Now the payoff. Runners go, popped up foul and out of play. Here we go again, 3-2 pitch to Hunter Steele. Called strike three, and McCarley gets out of it. And has a little something to say to the Concord dugout. McCarley, a slider pitcher, but he used the heater that time to freeze Steele. Concord turned away in the fourth. They leave two. Fifth inning coming up. Wheeling out ahead 2-0. This is the 2023 Mountain East Conference Baseball Tournament presented by Yes Chevrolet and Ford.
We have the best of both worlds. A beautiful campus, and easy to access all the excitement of downtown Cleveland. Your overall experience at Notre Dame will be amazing. From classroom to residence hall to dining hall to athletic field to whatever else you choose to do. The opportunities for learning at Notre Dame never stop.
I'm Keith Powell, and I'm in love with helping you get your next car, truck, or SUV. I love saying yes to only $2 down. I love saying yes to $200 monthly payments. I love saying yes to up to $2,000 more for your trade. And I love saying yes to You're Approved with my Keith Says Yes credit approval process. All of this plus a lifetime warranty only at Yes Ford in Huntington.
Cody McCarley in and out of trouble in the bottom of the fourth as Wheeling still leads Concord 4-0 here in the fifth. By the way, that run scored by Wheeling in the fourth was assessed to the first reliever in Eddie Blake. Andrew Neff, the conference pitcher of the year, may be asked to take this game across the finish line. Top of the order here, Christian Boyles. He goes after the first pitch and lines it to center and deep. Atkins going back. It'll fly over his head and off the wall. And a leadoff double for Boyles. 12th two-base hit of the year. And a threat here for the Wheeling Cardinals. Here's Spencer Craig. And he looks at a fastball that misses down and away. Craig officially 0 for 1 today with a fly out to Grag and right in the first. Last time up in the third, he drew a walk. And let's see, does Wheeling want to play small ball here? Again, runs are hard to come by today. Flare to right, going to carry. Greg misplays it, and it flies over his head and all the way to the wall. Boyle's around third. He'll score on the excuse me double. And it's a 3-0 lead for the Cardinals. Didn't look like much off the bat. You didn't see it there, but Greg just couldn't locate the baseball. It was hit right at him. And once he recognized where it was going, it was already too late. Craig picks up his 24th run batted in on his 8th double of the year. So the lead is 3 and a chance to add to it. And here's Braden Killens, and he takes a called strike. Killens with a moonshot home run in the first and a fly out to Atkins in center in the third. And he pops that one foul. First time this tournament has been played here at Gomard Ballpark. And that play by Dawson Gregg is not the first time, that one's pop foul, not the first time we have seen players have trouble locating pop-ups and fly balls. And in fact, a play like that was instrumental in Wheeling's win over West Virginia, or rather Frostburg State's win over West Virginia State last night. Down in the dirt from Neff, and it's 1-2. That was when the Bobcats had the bases loaded with 2 outs in the fourth, and Kristen Schertzer hit the fly ball to center that no one could find. It was right at that time of the night where there was a high sky and the lights hadn't taken full effect. It should have been a routine flyout that ended the inning, but it wound up being a 3-run triple. And that one's hit well, but playable. And there's 1 out. So Killens gets a hold of one, but lacks the distance. Craig will have to hold at second. So just like the teams here up in the press box, we're trying to accumulate data on how this ballpark behaves. And we can tell right now is that it seems like the ball carries better during the day than at night. But it's this now recurring subtext of defenders having trouble locating pop-ups and fly balls. As Jacob Murray is up, he goes after the first pitch, lifts it to shallow center. It's the shortstop Brady coming over. He calls off MJ Hunter and makes the catch for the second out. Now you wonder how the players and coaches are responding, because this is sort of reminiscent. You remember the old Metrodome in Minneapolis? The Minnesota Twins used to play there for years and years. And with that Teflon roof they had, it was notoriously hard to locate pop-ups and fly balls, and so the teams had to adjust. Here's Lucas Rollins, and he waves one down and away. Rollins with a strikeout in the first and a single and a run scored in the fourth. And the way that teams adapted to playing defense at the Metrodome was, especially on infield pop-ups, whoever got to see the ball first would call for it, because the book was, if you looked up at a pop-up against that roof and then took your eyes off it, you might not ever find it again. It's just one of those things. With that funky coloring they had, balls would literally get lost against the backdrop of the Teflon roof. So, again, especially infielders, the first guy who found it would call off everyone else and never take his eye off the ball. We may see teams have to adapt to do something like that here. First guy who sees it and is within the zip code of it, call for it and go get it. Greg leads from second, 1-2. Down and away, backhanded by Hunter Steele. Both bullpens empty. 2-2 pitch coming up to Lucas Rollins, and that's high and outside, 3-2. Concord kind of pushing all its chips onto the table, going with Neff in a relief role, but he is their number one guy. Payoff here, walked him. And this long top of the fifth continues. First walk from Neff. Second walk by the Concord staff. And here's Thomas Kegris. 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fielder's choice. And he has a big rip and fouls one off. And it's 0-2. Kegris played in game 1 of the doubleheader between these teams April 1st, went 1 for 3 with a run batted in. He's in a run-producing position here. Neff trying to get out of this fifth inning. He's had to labor. Shakes off Steele once and twice, and again. McGregor is showing a lot of patience to stand in there and wait it out. 0-2. That one is lifted to right. Can anyone find it? Coming on Atkins. He'll run over to the gap and make the catch. That'll retire the side. But another run across for Wheeling on the doubles by Boyles and Craig. They leave 2. It's 4.5 innings gone by. 3-0. Wheeling the lead on the Mountain East Digital Network.
Welcome to your home among the hills. At West Virginia Wesleyan College, you'll unearth new passions, be exposed to fresh perspectives, and find what drives you. This place of discovery is where you can become a scientist, a leader, an athlete, a performer, a friend. Opportunities include research, internships, and study abroad. Plus, our vibrant community makes for experiences you'll never forget. Discover yourself at West Virginia Wesleyan College.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you. We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
Wheeling with the lead, and they will make a pitching change. Their number one starter, Cody McCarley, is out. And coming in, the left-hander in senior Kelly Jinks. Maybe a strategic move by Ryan Lewicki and the coaching staff. Ran their number one guy out there, and he gave him 68 pitches, and now it's up to the bullpen. Jinks on for his 14th appearance and his 4th in relief, 8-2 record. 6.07 ERA. He's worked 59 1/3 innings, allowing 46 runs, 40 earned on 69 hits. He's walked 20 and struck out 66. 3 wild pitches, 5 hit batsmen, 1.5 whip, and the opposition batting .279 against him. Number 9 hitter for Concord and their second baseman, MJ Hunter, to lead things off. He struck out swinging his first time up. And the first pitch from Jinks is a fastball for a called strike. That one ran outside 1-1. That one's grounded to the left side. Jacob Murray will throw, and one out. So Cody McCarley will get a no decision. He throws 4 innings today, gave up a couple of hits and walked 2, no runs, struck out 3. And even though he threw 4 shutout innings, maybe Wheeling thinking long-term and removing Cody McCarley. 68 pitches, 38 for strikes, so I guess you could call him effectively wild. Back to the top of the order for Zach Sari-Eldon. He takes a fastball for a called strike. Sari-Eldon has hit the ball well twice today. 0 for 2. Fly out to Hill in center and to Boyles in right. That one down and in. When you get into a tournament-like situation, even though you got your number 1 guy out there and he's not giving up much. Now the games are going to start to pile up as we get into the weekend. And down another grounder to the left side for Murray, and 2 outs. And you know, the Wheeling coaching staff would have loved to get McCarley to throw 5 innings to make him eligible to be the winning pitcher. That's one of the things you do with your starters and your aces. But seeing that pitch count get up, and then having to see McCarley throw what baseball people call high-stress pitches to get out of that 4th inning jam. Maybe that was the tipping point. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Josh Atkins. He has grounded out to Killens at second and struck out swinging. That one misses outside. Kenny Jinks out of Cartersville, Georgia. That one got the corner. Jinks a transfer from Shorter University. Popped up and out of play. Stirring in the Concord bullpen. You can see it a little bit. And it's M.J. Hunter. He's the second baseman. He's doing a little throwing. Swing and a miss. As Jinks comes in and sets down the side in order. 6th inning coming up. Wheeling still out ahead of Concord 3-0. This is the Mountain East Baseball Tournament presented by Yes Chevrolet and Ford.
Tomorrow's innovators, teachers, caregivers, researchers, leaders, and creators all have one thing in common. They started out just like you. At West Liberty University, you are the focus. This is a place where you will gain the skills, knowledge, and confidence to change your life and the world around you. It all starts here, with you. Visit westliberty.edu to start your journey. It's all here at West Liberty University.
I'm Keith Powell, and I'm in love with helping you get your next car, truck, or SUV. I love saying yes to only $2 down. I love saying yes to $200 monthly payments. I love saying yes to up to $2,000 more for your trade. And I love saying yes to You're Approved with my Keith Says Yes credit approval process. All of this plus a lifetime warranty only at Yes Ford in Huntington.
Concord's prolific offense kept in check, just 2 hits through the first 5 innings. And Wheeling with single runs in the 1st, 4th, and 5th. Leading by 3 as we get you to the 6th inning here at Gomard Ballpark in Charleston. My name is Kyle Cooper. Brian Shepard, our producer. Beautiful day for baseball, and I tell you what, take the rest of the day off. Come out here. You tell them the TV guy said it was all right. Doctor's orders and so forth. Come on out, spend the day at the ballpark. Beautiful day. One more game coming up. bottom third of the lineup, and it's Scott Condrunk, the left fielder. He pulls one foul off Andrew Neff. That's what you do. And if I had the wherewithal, I'd go online and publish a template to release everyone from their work responsibilities and come up to the ballpark. Health reasons, vitamin D. That's what you need. Brian Shepard says, yeah, take a mental health day. I'm just going to go watch some college baseball. I'll be back later. And then you turn and you leave. Roller toward first, foul. Condrunk with a fly out to the left fielder Christian today, and then a big RBI single back in the fourth. That was the first batter that Andrew Neff faced. Big swing, foul tip hung on to by Steele, and there's one out. First strikeout for Neff, just the second for the Concord staff today. And here's the catcher in Garth Charlton. He's hit the ball well twice today. Nothing to show for it. He's lined out to Atkins in center and flied out to Christian in deep left. Yeah, you go to your boss and you say, yeah, my doctor says I'm not getting enough hot dogs, so I got to go to the ballpark. Give it a try and tell us how it works. That one's lifted foul. My doctor says I have a deficiency in pretzels dipped in mustard and I must take immediate measures. Come on out. Down in the dirt. Did he go around on it? They appeal, and first base umpire Greg Losh says no. 2-2 here on Garth Charlton. Here comes Neff. That's down and away. It's 3-2. Or another thing is, as Brian Shepard recommends, the pretzels and cheese. And there's a walk. So a good plate appearance for Charlton after falling behind in the count. He coaxes the one out free pass here, and it'll bring up Kobe Hill. Hill's drawn a walk today. He's also popped out to the second baseman, M.J. Hunter. Good lead at first for Charlton, and a bunt and a beauty up toward third. Top play for Neff, wheels and throws, and it will get away from Keenan, rolling up toward the right field corner, and all hands are safe. That will be ruled as a bunt single, and then a throwing error on Neff. That was a tough play. Charlton winds up at third. And now the opportunities come along. Maybe prying the lid off this thing for the Wheeling Cardinals. First and third, one out, and back to the top of the order for Christian Boyles. He looks at one for a called strike. Boyles 1 for 3 with the double to lead off the fifth. He would score. He's also bunted into a pop-out and grounded out to the second baseman, M.J. Hunter. Down and away, 1-1. Wheeling with runners in scoring position today is 2 for 9. They've had a lot of chances. Big swing and a miss off speed there from Neff. And it's 1-2. A strikeout would be priceless here for Andrew Neff. There goes the runner from first. The throw down is off target. Coming toward the plate. The throw in time for the out. A design cutoff. M.J. Hunter, the second baseman, stepped in front of the throw down, then fired it right back to the plate. Charlton out with room to spare. Perfect throw from Hunter right on the dot. So Charlton out trying to score a big second out of the inning. Kobe Hill will get the stolen base to move him up to second. 1-2 the count on Boyles. That one's fouled back. Isn't it funny? In the pregame, we're talking about the fact that when we get into a postseason environment like this, a lot of coaches tend to put the running game under wraps. They don't want to risk it. Wheeling tried the double steal, and it swung back to get him. Roller toward third, foul again off the bat of Boyles. There was a little activity in the Concord bullpen, but not anymore. After that play at the plate. Another 1-2 pitch. Nice block by Steele. 4-2 was the scoring at the plate that got Charlton. 2-4-2. Thank you, Brian Shep. But an opportunity here to pick up a run with 2 outs. 2-2 pitch. That's driven to left. Hit pretty well. Christian on the warning track makes the catch. And that'll retire the side. In the 6th, no runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left for Wheeling. We're through 5.5 innings here from Charleston. On the Mountain East Digital Network, the Cardinals lead the Mountain Lions 3-0.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you. We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
You have dreams.
A better life, a better job, a better you.
So where do you start to build the skills necessary to get there? At West Virginia State, you are not just a number, you are who you choose to be.
You receive personal attention from award-winning faculty.
You study in nationally recognized programs.
You learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have. No matter where you want to go
or what you want to do,
it starts at State.
Concord is yet to flex its muscles on offense, and here we are on the bottom of the 6th inning. They're looking for any sort of momentum boost they can get, and maybe they got it in the top of this inning. Thwarting Wheeling's plans for a double steal and keeping the Cardinals off the board. But can the Mountain Lions get the bats going? Heart of the lineup to face Kenny Jenks. Here's the 3rd place hitter for the Mountain Lions and their first baseman, Kyle Keenan. 1 for 2 on the day. And he drives 1 foul. Keenan in the first hit that deep fly to right center field that the Cardinals center fielder Kobe Hill dove for full extension, didn't bring it in. Wound up as a triple. Hill was a little shaken up. He's stayed in the game. Bouncer to the right side. Killens to Rollins. 1 out. Here's Chris Satcher. Staying completely in character in the 1st inning. He drew a walk. In the 4th inning, he struck out swinging. And another fastball to the backstop. old-timers might remember a Yankees pitcher from their glory days in the 50s and 60s. That one runs outside 2-0. A guy named Ryne Duren, R-Y-N-E, Duren. Could hit triple digits with the fastball and wore what is uncharitably called Coke bottle glasses. Fly ball to right, and it freezes Boyles for a moment. Now he picks it up. He'll make the catch, and there are 2 outs. And one of the things that Ryne Duren would do, and they'd make something of a show of it, he would come in like he couldn't see very well with those thick glasses of everything, get on the mound in a pressure situation. His first warm-up pitch would hit the netting behind. He would throw one into the netting behind home plate. And as one writer put it, all Ryne Duren needed was his fastball and the hitters ducking away. So 2 away now for Brendan Brady, and he taps one foul. Brady, first time up, struck it well, but flied out to Hill. That was in the first. In the fourth, a ground out to Killens. There's one for a called strike. Here we are in the 6th inning. Concord's had 5 base runners. 2 hits, 2 walks, and a catcher's interference. Might be activity starting in the Concord bullpen. We'll take a look. 0-2 pitch here. 1-2. Looks like it might be right-hander Riley Nicholas. He was up earlier. He's grabbed a baseball and he's throwing in the home bullpen down toward the left field corner. 1-2 here on Brady. 2-2. West Virginia State and Charleston, the second and final game of the day. That comes up at 2 o'clock. And it's an elimination game. Here comes Jinks. Swing and a miss. Foul tip, is it? Nope. Straight strikeout. Concord down in order for the second straight inning. 2/3 of the way through it, Wheeling still out in front here in the 2023 Mountain East Conference Baseball Tournament presented by Yes Chevrolet and Ford.
I'm Keith Powell, and I'm in love with helping you get your next car, truck, or SUV. I love saying yes to $2 down. I love saying yes to $200 monthly payments. I love saying yes to up to $2,000 more for your trade. And I love saying yes to your approved with my Keith Says Yes credit approval process. All of this plus a lifetime warranty only at Yes Chevrolet in Hurricane.
The people here are fantastic.
My classmates rock. I haven't met anybody that I don't like here.
It is definitely a very diverse university.
My roommates from Sweden, Germany,
Caribbean, so many places.
The academics has been stellar as well.
The professors are very nice here.
Every single person within the classroom feels appreciated.
The campus is absolutely beautiful.
Everything's a close, easy walk.
I will recommend this place to everyone.
I feel so at home here.
Pitching change for Concord. And MJ Hunter was an all-conference utility player this year in the Mountain East. Started the game at second base. Now here he is on the mound. And that is utility. Hunter making his 12th appearance and 4th in relief this year. 0-1 record. ERA of 9.85. He's worked 28 in the third innings, giving up 38 runs, 31 earned. He's walked 20 and struck out 19, so note those numbers. He's given up 9 home runs in 28 in the third. His walks and hits per innings pitched at 2.33, the opposition batting .359 against him. And it's starting to get late for Concord. Wheeling out in front 3-0. And a delay here. one of the Concord coaches, getting the equipment right for the catcher, Garth Charlton, kind of an earpiece system that he uses. And Hunter's first pitch winds up as a breaking ball in the dirt to Spencer Craig. Craig flied out to Greg and right back in the first. Since then, a walk and an RBI double. Not all at once. That's impossible, potentially illegal. And there's a drive to center, hit pretty well, but right at Josh Atkins, he'll make the catch for the out. So Concord went with their ace pitcher, Andrew Neff, today in something of a relief role. Not all that uncharacteristic for the way, or in the way that Concord's approached their pitching staff this year. Neff goes 2 2/3. One away now for Braden Killens, and he looks one at the dirt. Killens has been flying the friendly skies today. 3 plate appearances, 3 balls hit in the air. One of them hasn't come down yet. That solo home run in the first. Fly out to Atkins in center in the third, and in the fifth got a hold of one, but again flied out to Josh Atkins. As Hunter's fallen behind him 2-0. And now 3-0. Wouldn't fault MJ Hunter for being careful with Braden Killens. And there's one to get over for a called strike. Floater to shallow center. Atkins coming on. He'll make the catch. And 2 away.
Shortstop number 16, Jacob Murray.
Jacob Murray, the shortstop, up a single in 3 trips. And a swing and a miss there. Again, the stakes at play. The winner will meet Frostburg State in the winner's bracket game tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock. Frostburg State shut out West Virginia State last night 4-0. The loser has to turn around and play at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning against West Liberty, as the Hilltoppers stunned the top seed and the tournament favorite Charleston yesterday in the first game of the tournament. 2-1 here on Murray. Now 3-1. So Andrew Neff, 2 2/3 innings, 3 hits, 1 run earned, walked 2, struck out 1, 43 pitches, and 29 for strikes. Tapper foul, 2-2. That one caught a piece of Hunter Steele. I think that caught Steele on his catching arm or up around his left hand. And in the latest display of the fraternity of those who wear equipment and squat down behind home plate, the umpire, Mark Mail, used the occasion to go out to talk to MJ Hunter, talking about this and that. See any movies lately? See that John Wick movie or anything? There's all that to buy time for Hunter Steele to recover. Ground ball to the left side, scooped up by Brady, and MJ Hunter retires to the side. Time to get up and stretch in Charleston. Wheeling out ahead of Concord on the Mountain East Digital Network. It's the Cardinals with a 3-0 lead.
I'm Keith Powell, and I'm in love with helping you get your next car, truck, or SUV. I love saying yes to only $2 down. I love saying yes to $200 monthly payments. I love saying yes to up to $2,000 more for your trade. And I love saying yes to your approved with my Keith Says Yes credit approval process. All of this plus a lifetime warranty only at Yes Ford in Huntington.
Well, if you don't go with sunscreen today, you are. The lefty Kenny Jinks on for his third inning. The number one starter, Cody McCarley, went 4 innings. Gave up just 2 hits. As again, this potent Concord lineup has been stifled. And it'll be DJ Christian to lead things off. By the way, after MJ Hunter moved into pitch, Daniel Lane came off the bench to replace him as Concord's second baseman. Christian with a liner to short, and Jacob Murray goes to get it, and there's 1 out. So for Wheeling, they have to start thinking in terms of the game's coming up. Jinks has come out of the bullpen, and he's been effective. 7 up, 7 down, and he's done it on 21 pitches. And we'll get a pinch hitter here for the right fielder in Dawson Gregg. It's Riley Nicholas. We saw him warming up in the bullpen, so maybe we'll see him come on to pitch in the top of the 8th. Right-handed batter Nicholas. And he looks at one low. He's batting 143, 629 OPS. He's got a homer and 5 RBIs. There's a fastball for a called strike. Driven to right, gonna be trouble, and it's down for a base hit. That'll get to the wall. It's a sliding double for Riley Nicholas. Comes off the bench, picks up his second double of the season. As Concord again with a chance to get on the board. And it brings up Hunter Steele, the catcher. Steele 0 for 2 with a fly out to Kondroik in left and a called strikeout. Concord's been waiting for that one big hit this whole day. As Jinks gets a fastball for a called strike. Rolled toward third. Craig throws across, big second out. Jinks is, again, like a lot of other pitchers in this conference, he's asked to fulfill a lot of roles, but mostly he'll get starters innings. He's used to going 5 or 6 innings deep into an outing. He came in the game in the 5th inning today, trying to get out of the 7th inning. Here's MJ Hunter, and that misses outside. Hunter struck out swinging in the 2nd. That was against Cody McCarley. Hunter was the first batter that Jinks faced, leading off the 5th, and he grounded out to the shortstop, Jacob Murray. Concord 0 for 4 today with runners in scoring position. Swing and a miss. Here it is, hit it, and it's 1-1. Nicholas leads. 1-1 pitch, fouled off. Jinx, like we talked about, he's used to getting starters innings. 7 of his first 13 appearances were 5 innings or more. 1-2. Driven to right. That'll get down for a base hit. Nicholas around third, and Concord is on the board. It's 3-1. MJ Hunter getting his 25th run batted in of the year. As at last the Mountain Lions break through. And Jinx wants that pitch back. Caught way too much of the outer third and about belt high, and Hunter just took it the other way. So now, here's Eldon back to the top of the order, representing the tying run. And he takes a fastball for a called strike. Eldon 0 for 3 today. A couple of flyouts and a ground out to short. He has 4 home runs this season, Zach Eldon. The 0-1. A little bit low. How low? It was in the dirt. Backdoor pitch got the corner, and it's 1-2. Odds are MJ Hunter won't be asked to run. He's 3 for 6 in stolen base tries this year. As we said, Concord with only 49 stolen base attempts in their first 46 games. 1-2 to Eldon. Up and in. That might be a setup. One of the oldest tactics for pitchers is to throw one pitch up and in and the next one down and away. It can be especially effective for a left-handed pitcher facing a right-handed batter. Exactly the scene we have in front of us. Just missed, and it's 3-2. Not away, but down that time from Kenny Jinx. Charlton tried to frame it. Mark Mayle wasn't buying the picture. So Hunter will get a running start off of first. Payoff coming up to Zach Eldon. Nope, throw over to first just to keep Hunter close. Now let's see if we get the payoff. Here it is. Ball 4. First walk allowed by Jinx today. And the third for the Wheeling staff. Hunter, who runs well, is in scoring position. Eldon representing the tying run. He is on base. And we will get a meeting on the mound. No one throwing in the Wheeling bullpen down in the right field corner. Although there's some stirring, and that situation may change at any minute. This is a settle-down meeting and a pep talk and a strategy session all at once. Kenny Jinx is one of the reasons that Wheeling is here in this position. And he's one of those guys the coaches trust. But here's Josh Atkins. 0 for 3 today. A ground out to Killens and then 2 strikeouts. As Jinx puts one down and away. Wondering about the power in the bat of Josh Atkins. He's got 8 home runs and 11 doubles. Tying runs aboard here. Bottom of the 7th. The 1-0, 2-0. Right-hander Jake Reif has grabbed a baseball. He's about to start warming up in the Wheeling bullpen. Hitters count for Atkins. 2-0 pitch from Jenks. 3-0. And you can see just looking at the body language of Kenny Jenks, he's uncomfortable right now. And we'll see, does Josh Atkins get the green light here on 3-0? Team's leading hitter. Doesn't matter, that one misses off the plate and the bases are loaded. Big spot right here for Kyle Keenan. And before he can step in, Garth Charlton out to talk things over with Kenny Jenks. Again, this will buy some time for Reif in the bullpen, but Jake Reif really hasn't started to throw with any sort of tempo yet. That's off camera. And it'll take some time for Reif to get warm, even on a day like this. A good day to pitch. It's warm, but it's not hot. Easy to get loose and easy to stay loose. And now Reif throwing with a little more of a sense of urgency down in the bullpen. Kyle Keenan tripled in the first. Since then, a pop out to Rollins at first and a ground out to Killens at second. And taking all the way, looks at a fastball for a called strike. Wondering about the power of Kyle Keenan. He's got 5 home runs and 7 doubles and a triple. That one got the corner on the wraparound, and it's 0-2. Keenan gets into the crouch. Jenks comes set. Runners lead from all 3 bases. 0-2 pitch. Just missed, and it's 1-2. Well, Jenks caught the corner on that wraparound slider, tried to get the fastball over, and maybe just a little bit low. Tough pitch to take. Now the 1-2 delivery. In the dirt, and a heck of a block by Charlton. It's 2-2. There'll be a stoppage of play. It's just off camera to the right. One of the bullpen baseballs Jake Reif threw got away from the catcher and rolled onto the playing surface. And just anecdotally here, Reif has been kind of wild in his warm-up throws down in the pen. So Keenan's come back to even up the count. Outfield deep and straight away. 2-2 pitch from Jenks. That's driven to left. It's down for a base hit. Hunter scores. Sarielden around third. We are tied. Pressure-packed 2-out, 2-run single for Kyle Keenan. And it's 3-3. And that might be it for Kenny Jenks. Keenan gets RBIs 33 and 34. And the Mountain Lions kept in check for 6+ innings. Get up off the deck to level things up, and we have a pitching change here at Gomart Ballpark. And we'll come back after this word on the 2023 Mountain East Conference Baseball Tournament presented by Yes Chevrolet and Ford.
I'm Keith Powell, and I'm in love with helping you get your next car, truck, or SUV. I love saying yes to $2 down. I love saying yes to $200 monthly payments. I love saying yes to up to $2,000 more for your trade. And I love saying yes to your approved with my Keith Says Yes credit approval process. All of this plus a lifetime warranty only at Yes Chevrolet in Hurricane.
What are you working for? Do you want to pursue your athletic potential while earning a degree that will benefit you for a lifetime? Do you want to play at the highest level in your sport? Do you want to be a champion? That's what the 12 proud members of the Mountain East Conference are advancing toward every day, providing opportunities and pursuing excellence. The Mountain East Conference.
The new Wheeling pitcher is the right-hander Jake Reif. He's on for his 16th appearance, all out of the bullpen. 2-1 record, a sparkling 1.19 earned run average. Reif has worked 22 2/3 innings, allowing 14 runs, but only 3 of them earned. Go figure. 20 hits allowed. He's walked 15 and struck out 19. 3 wild pitches, 6 hit batsmen. A whip at 1.54. That's gonna, but opponents hitting just 247 against him. And he walks into this mess. Concord rallying for 3 runs here in the bottom of the 7th. Just moments ago, tying the game on the 2-run single by Kyle Keenan. He's on at first. Josh Atkins, representing the lead run, is on at second. And the cleanup hitter, Chris Satcher, will greet Jake Reif. Satcher with a walk in the first. After that, a swinging strikeout and a deep fly out to right. And it's worth recalling, in the first game of the regular season doubleheader between Concord and Wheeling, April 1st in Athens, Satcher had 4 runs batted in, and he's in a run-producing position again here. And we'll get a pinch hitter for him. It's Daniel Lane. Yeah, I got ahead of myself. So with all the position changes and whatnot, Lane coming in to replace MJ Hunter at second base. He'll have to bat here in the DH role, and he's ahead 2-0. My apologies, that one got by me. Lane, well, don't mind having him up there. The guy's hitting .333. This is his 41st game, .939 OPS, and he's slugging .518. And a hitter's count to work with against Reif. Here's the 2-0. Just missed. Oh, Mark Mail maybe wanted to call it a strike. Maybe wound up a little bit low. And now let's see, does Lane get the green light? Yeah, there's a neighborhood call for a called strike. Here's the pitch. Ball 4, and the bases are reloaded. Third walk of the inning for the Cardinals staff. 5th of the afternoon. Atkins up to third, Keenan at second. And now here's the shortstop and Brendan Brady, 0 for 3. That one misses down and away. Brady, first time up, hit it well, lined out to Kobe Hill in center. In the 4th, a ground out to Killens at second. In the 6th, he struck out swinging. The door is open for the Mountain Lions. There's one to get over for a called strike. Roll toward third. Craig scoops, sets, throws, and that'll do it for Concord in the 7th. But the Mountain Lions bat around and level things up at 3. High drama as we move to the 8th inning here in the Mountain East Digital Network.
Davis and Elkins College will shape your future through personalized curriculum and career-focused internships. D&E is known for the quality of nurses, business leaders, and teachers we prepare for the field. We're leading the way with pre-professional programs developing the next generation of physical therapists, veterinarians, doctors, and lawyers. Our location makes programs in resource management and outdoor recreation a natural fit, and our roots run deep in theater and film and visual arts. With distinction and excellence, we provide an affordable education designed just for you.
Wheeling with single runs in the 1st, 4th, and 5th. Concord kept off the board until 3 in the bottom of the 7th. And it's Riley Nicholas, the new pitcher for the Concord Mountain Lions, making his 15th appearance, his 11th in relief. 6-5 record, an ERA of 5.52. 37 earned runs in 60 1/3 innings. 24 walks and 58 strikeouts. 5 wild pitches, 4 hit batsmen, a 138 whip, 1.38 whip, not bad. The opposition hitting just 250 against him. He is the 5th Concord pitcher to make an appearance today. And he'll face the number 5 batter for the Wheeling Cardinals and their first baseman, Lucas Rollins. As Nicholas misses outside. Rollins 1 for 2 today. Singled and scored in the 4th. He drew a walk in the 5th. Back in the 2nd, he struck out swinging. As Nicholas gets the outside corner to make it 1-1. Riley Nicholas, a sophomore from Summersville, West Virginia, went to Nicholas County High School. Lined foul wide of third. Here comes Nicholas. Into left. Who wants it? It's Sari Eldon, the third baseman, getting out on the outfield grass to make the catch and 1 out. One away now for Thomas Kegris, the designated hitter. 0 for 3 today. That one's fouled off. And Riley Nicholas is old school. Watch his delivery. You don't see pitchers do it much anymore these days, as I just showed my age, but he'll bring his hands up over his head to start his windup. You don't see that a lot. Roll off the end of the bat toward first. Keenan will call off Nicholas and make the play all by himself, and there are 2 outs. Here's Scott Condrunk, the left fielder, had a run-scoring single in the 4th, 1 for 3 on the day. Nicholas misses outside. Hit toward right, and that's down for a base hit. We had talked at some length about Concord's offense being held in check today until that seventh inning rally. Wheeling had been a little quiet at the plate for a while. But a 2-out runner aboard here in the eighth. And it brings up the catcher in Garth Charlton. Charlton has walked today. He's 0 for 2 officially. Each time he's been retired, he's kind of barreled it up. A fly out, a line out to Atkins in center, and a fly out to Christian in the warning track in left. And that one fouled back. Looked like caught a piece of somebody. Yeah, that one caught the face mask of the home plate umpire, Mark Mayle. And we talk a lot about umpires giving time to catchers who take a batted ball or something like that and need some time to gather themselves. That time, the favor returned by Hunter Steele. He kind of stood up a little while and bought time from Mayle, throw over to first, and the runner gets back. You take one off the face mask like that, it can be a few moments before you get your bearings back. A little bit low there from Riley Nicholas. When we get a moment, we'll try to catch up on all the completed pitching lines today, and there are 6 of them. That one missed inside, almost hit him, and it's 2-1. For Concord, and we talked about how it's been their offense that got them to the number 2 seed out of the South. Off the end of the bat, roll toward right. That's through for a base hit. Kondroink headed for third. He'll get there without a throw, and something going on here with 2 outs in the top of the 8th for Wheeling. After Nicholas got the first 2 outs on 5 pitches, he's given up back-to-back singles. Tie-breaking run all the way up to third. And here's the number 9 hitter for the Cardinals and their center fielder, Kobe Hill. Hill officially 1 for 2. And a chance to get the Cardinals back out in front as Nicholas misses low. Hill back in the 6th. Tried to bunt for a sacrifice. It wound up as an infield single and then a throwing error on the pitcher at the time, Andrew Neff. That one misses outside and it's 2-0. Hill has also walked. But in a situation similar to this in the 4th inning, he popped out to the then second baseman, M.J. Hunter. Couldn't lay off that pitch from Nicholas, and it's 2-1. Speaking of M.J. Hunter, he's now in right field. That's why M.J. Hunter is an all-conference utility player. He's played second base, pitcher, and right field today. 2-1. Beauty breaking ball to even up the count. Two from Riley Nicholas. Fouled off. We'll try it again. The stretch, the pitch. Low, and the count is full. Top of the order, due next. Charlton from first will get a head start. Here's the payoff. Walked him and the bases are loaded. 5th walk from the Concord staff. as Kevin Garrett out of the Concord dugout. And the first thing Garrett did when he got there, and you can see it, it's an animated one-way conversation with his pitcher, Riley Nicholas. So Wheeling, after giving up 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th and giving away all the runs they had in their pockets, the 3-0 lead evaporated. Here they are with a chance to go back out in front. And here's their top of the order hitter in Christian Boyles. 1 for 4 with a double and a run scored today. And he looks at a breaking ball that floats high. Both bullpens are empty. So it could be up to, respectively, Riley Nicholas and Jake Reif to get their teams across the finish line. Fastball got the corner, and it's 1-1. Grounded towards second, routine for Lane. Throws to Keenan, and it's just in time for the out. Keenan had trouble with his footwork, but got it down as Wheeling is kept off the board. No runs, 2 hits, an error, and a walk, and no errors and a walk, and they leave him loaded. Bottom of the 8th coming up from Gomart Ballpark on the Mountain East Digital Network. Concord and Wheeling still tied at 3.
It's about unlocking your potential and discovering your purpose.
It's about community and how we can better serve others.
It's about learning and doing.
It's about the journey and the road getting there.
It's about opportunities and the endless possibilities.
It's about finding where you belong, and it is here at Concord University.
It's about you, and it starts with you.
I'm Keith Powell, and I'm in love with helping you get your next car, truck, or SUV. I love saying yes to $2 down. I love saying yes to $200 monthly payments. I love saying yes to up to $2,000 more for your trade. And I love saying yes to your approved with my Keith Says Yes credit approval process. All of this plus a lifetime warranty only at Yes Chevrolet in Hurricane.
We've had a lot of momentum swings down the stretch here in Game 1 of Day 2 of the Mountain East Conference Baseball Tournament. Not all that very long ago, it looked like Wheeling was headed for a big win. Concord with 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th to get us level to where we are here as we transition into the bottom of the 8th. And again, the winner gets the top seed out of the North and Frostburg State tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock. The loser gets up bright and early to play West Liberty tomorrow at 11 a.m. in that unique winner of one game against the loser of another game, winner's bracket versus loser's bracket. West Liberty, of course, shocking the Division II baseball world with their 11-8 comeback win over Charleston yesterday. Concord batted around in the 7th, so it's DJ Christian to lead things off again here in the 8th. Christian has reached on a catcher's interference. He's also doubled. And last time up, he lined out to the shortstop, Jacob Murray. As Jake Reif gets a fastball over the outside corner. Lofted to right and down for a base hit. Big turn. Christian will hold with the leadoff single. And now let's see what Kevin Garrett has in mind here with the leadoff runner aboard in the bottom of the 8th. And here's Riley Nicholas batting in the 7th spot. Nicholas came off the bench in the 7th inning and got that run-scoring rally started with a 1-out double. As we'll get a meeting on the mound. There is activity going on in the Wheeling bullpen. It's right-hander Hunter Dick starting to throw. Well, not yet. He's off camera. He's tying his shoes because you gotta have the footwear all set up. Don't want to slip. So Ryan looking out here, maybe going over possible scenarios, trying to counter what Kevin Garrett might be thinking in the Concord dugout. And Kevin Garrett, a longtime coach, more than 2 decades, more than 500 wins. And his Concord teams over the years have developed a reputation as a bunch of mashers, but Kevin Garrett has always liked playing a little small ball. So Nicholas, the pitcher, trying to help his own cause. Let's see what he's asked to do. He will show bunt. There's a throw to first, not the real top shelf move by Reif. He wanted to divine the intentions of the Mountain Lions and got it. Nicholas again shows bunt and a bluff to, and a balk. A bluff to first, and no one was there to take the throw. And the first base umpire, Greg Losh, saw that coming a million miles away, and it's a balk. And that'll move Christian into scoring position with nobody out. And now what do you want to do here with Riley Nicholas? He'll show bunt again and puts down a good one toward third. This will be a tough play. Throw to first. In time for the out, and Lucas Rollins, the first baseman, came all the way to grab that ball and fired a perfect throw to Braden Killens covering. A real close play, but well done on the sacrifice bunt by Riley Nicholas. 3-4 on the scoring. But the tie-breaking run on at third with 1 out. And here's Hunter Steele, 0 for 3 today, a flyout, a strikeout, and a groundout. Infield drawn in for Wheeling. As Reif drops a slider for a called strike. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. A strikeout would be invaluable for Jake Reif. He's ahead 0-2. And a wild pitch. There's going to be a play at the plate. Coming in and scoring is DJ Christian. And Concord leads 4-3. We have spoken about the relative lack of foul territory here at Gomard Ballpark, and that played a role in the outcome of that play at the plate. The ball hit off the backstop and bounced right back to Garth Charlton, and he very nearly got the diving tag on Christian. With a tremendous slide, he evades the tag, and now Concord has the lead. Now ground ball to short. Anticlimactic, isn't it? Murray throws over. And there are 2 outs. A single, a balk, a sacrifice bunt, and a wild pitch. There you see the bounce, and it came back to Charlton, and it kind of crossed him up. He had to smother the ball first, and you see him reach, and Christian gets around him. and gets the right hand down on the plate for the tie-breaking run. And another meeting on the mound, and we will get a pitching change. And we'll come back. Bottom of the 8th, Concord leading 4-3. This is the 2023 Mountain East Conference Baseball Tournament presented by Yes Chevrolet and Ford.
Got a home team and a river in the middle. Take me to my hometown. My hometown is your hometown. It's got a gold dome, heard the picking on the fiddle.
Wheeling's new pitcher is the right-hander Hunter Dick. This is his 23rd appearance, the most on the pitching staff, all in relief. 4-1 record, and the closer for Wheeling, he's got 5 saves. ERA of 2.93, 30 and 2/3 innings, 12 runs, 10 earned, 28 hits, 8 walks, 24 strikeouts. No wild pitches, 2 hit batsmen, and he leads the pitching staff in WHIP. Walks and hits per innings pitched at 1.17 and an opponent batting average at 246. And he's just here to get the last out of the inning. Concord getting the winning or potentially winning run across here in the bottom of the 8th. But in the 9th, Wheeling will have the heart of the order to face Riley Nicholas. In the meantime, here's MJ Hunter, and he looks at a fastball for a called strike. Hunter struck out swinging in the 2nd, a ground out to the shortstop Murray in the 5th, but a big run-scoring single in the 7th. And he's got a single left here in the 8th. Second hit of the inning for the Mountain Lions, the 7th of the game. And back to the top of the order for Zach Sari-Eldon. He drew a walk and scored in that 7th inning rally, and he looks at a slider here for a called strike. Concord's bullpen is quiet and empty. They will go with Riley Nicholas in the 9th inning. In the dirt, blocked by Charlton. Short lead at first for Hunter. That one's ripped to left and deep, but foul and heads up. Down and away, and it's 2-2. Sari-Eldon taps one foul. And if you like your factoids, here's one from our producer, Ryan Shepard. With runners on base today, Concord's 5 for 12. Pardon me. Hitting with 2 outs, 5 for 12. That's how you win in games like this. Ground ball. Killens goes to Murray for the force, and that's it for Concord in the 8th. But they get a run across. They're 3 outs away from a date in the winner's bracket. 9th inning coming up from Golmart Ballpark in Charleston. Concord leading Wheeling 4-3 on the Mountain East Digital Network.
Got a home team and a river in the middle. Take me to my hometown. My hometown is your hometown. It's got a gold dome, heard the picking on the fiddle.
Riley Nicholas has had a day today at the plate, a double and a run scored and a big sacrifice bunt, and now on the mound, he's in a position to be the winner. Top of the ninth inning, game 1, day 2 of the 2023 Mountain East Conference Baseball Tournament. Concord 3 runs in the 7th, 1 in the 8th. They're up by 1, but it's the heart of the lineup here for Wheeling. Here's their number 2 hitter, and a pinch hitter, I believe. It's Anthony May coming off the bench, hitting in the second spot, formerly occupied by Spencer Craig. May's batting .204, couple of home runs, 20 RBIs. The concern with him is strikeout rate. That one got the corner, and it's 1-2. In 93 at-bats this season, Anthony May has struck out 40 times. And Nicholas ahead. 1-2 pitch. Tapper foul. Nicholas gets the sign. Here he comes. Swing and a miss, and there's one out. First strikeout for Nicholas, and just the third for the Concord staff, but very well timed. But now here's Braden Killens. Killens has homered today, and he looks at one that misses. Hit that solo shot to right center field back in the first. And since then, 3 consecutive flyouts to Josh Atkins in center. And he fouls that one back, and it's 1-1. No lack of drama. The 1-1 from Riley Nicholas, 2-1. An old 55-footer that time. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. Called strike 3. Nicholas dots the outside corner. Killens will take the long, lonely walk down Highway K. And Wheeling is down to their last out. And here's Jacob Murray, 1 for 4 with a single today. a couple of groundouts and a pop out. And he looks at one in the dirt. Jacob Murray does have 10 home runs this year. He and Killens were tied coming into play today. 1-1 now from Riley Nicholas. Charleston and West Virginia State in an elimination game coming up. Fly ball to center, hit deep. Atkins with room, and Concord survives and advances as they have defeated Wheeling by the final score of 4-3. And we will tell you more about it when we get you over to the postgame show. We'll start with the totals and summary. That's a happy line of Mountain Lions. As Concord gets one for Kevin Garrett. 4-3 the final. Our coverage continues from Gomard Ballpark on the Mountain East Digital Network.
Our mission as educators is to help you grow, explore, and achieve your aspirations. When our seniors graduate, they receive more than just a diploma. They leave Wheeling University with clarity, purpose, and the confidence that they need to succeed throughout their career. Exceptional experiences, exciting opportunities, meaningful guidance, and lifelong friendships. This is the foundation in academic excellence we believe in. That's the Wheeling University difference.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you. We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
It's about unlocking your potential and discovering your purpose.
It's about community and how we can better serve others.
It's about learning and doing.
It's about the journey and the road getting there.
It's about opportunities and the endless possibilities.
It's about finding where you belong, and it is here at Concord University.
It's about you, and it starts with you.
What's possible when you have the freedom to explore things that inspire you? To be a part of a community that supports and challenges you. Where can you go to find the space and time to reach your goals? Who can you become when you're able to make connections in a place where you belong? Find out what's possible at Frostburg State University.
Launch your healthcare career at West Liberty University. We offer health science degrees in programs like nursing, dental hygiene, speech pathology and audiology, medical lab science, pre-medicine, psychology, biomedical science, or the physician assistant program. Our faculty have the experience to prepare you for a rewarding future. There's never been a better time to prepare for a healthcare career, and there's no better place than West Liberty University. Find out more at westliberty.edu/healthcareers.
You have dreams.
A better life, a better job, a better you.
So where do you start to build the skills necessary to get there? At West Virginia State, you are not just a number, you are who you choose to be.
You receive personal attention from award-winning faculty. You study in nationally recognized programs.
You learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have. No matter where you want to go
or what you want to do,
it starts at State.
Through the years under head coach Kevin Garrett, Concord has experienced a lot of heartbreak in the Mountain East tournament, and before that, the West Virginia Conference tournament, and they seem bound for another bummer today, down 3-0 going into the bottom of the 7th, but you see in the upper left, all's well that ends well. 3 runs in the 7th and 1 in the 8th. The game-winning run scoring on a wild pitch as Concord moves on with that 4-3 win. We start off the post-game program with a look at the totals and summary, and you have it right there. Concord 4 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. 9 runners left on base, 4 of them in scoring position. Wheeling 3 runs, 9 hits, and an error. They strand 10, 6 of them in scoring position. Neither team was really hitting hot in the Rispy category. Concord 2 for 8, Wheeling 2 for 11. The line score for Wheeling, single runs in the 1st, 4th, and 5th. Concord 3 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th. Reliever Riley Nicholas gets the win. He is 7-5. Reliever Jack Reif takes a loss. He is 2-2. There is no save. Time of the game, 2 hours and 39 minutes. 581 fans here to see it. The win for Concord improves the Mountain Lions to 28-19. This is their first game on a neutral field, and it ends well for them. Wheeling falls to 28-21. For Concord, they booked themselves a meeting with Frostburg State in a winner's bracket game tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock here at Gomart Ballpark. For Wheeling, it's the old do or die. They will take on West Liberty in that hybrid winner's bracket, loser's bracket game. West Liberty, a winner over Charleston yesterday. That's the opponent for Wheeling tomorrow, 11 a.m. first pitch here in Charleston. And one big note, Concord scored all 4 of its runs today with 2 outs, including the game winner on the wild pitch. 2-out scoring is instrumental to success in a baseball postseason, and Concord excelled in that category today. So congratulations to the Mountain Lions. And we have one more game coming up. It's a loser's bracket elimination game and an arch rivalry to boot. Charleston and West Virginia State. First pitch will be at 2:15. So tune in for that, and we hope you join us. I'm Kyle Cooper on behalf of Brian Shepard and everybody here at Gomart Ballpark. More baseball coming up on the Mountain East Digital Network.